Let me start the recording. So what we are going to cover today is that we are going to deploy that 26 AI class. Okay. For this, that we require to prepare some VMs, and also you know that last night that this 26 AI was released. So we need to also I already downloaded the software, but if you want to know that from where we can download it, let me show you also. And let me quickly finish this one. So let me share my screen. So is that location is www. Is that link is mentioned here? This is the document library. Otherwise, I have already pasted that link in group. This one. Copy, paste it here. So this one you can see here. We have this 26 AI RPM package. We have this gold image of DB Home. We have the grid home gold images, right? So what we'll do that we'll just going to already downloaded this one. You can see here. We have all those files we have downloaded here, DB Home and grid home, right? So what we'll do that we'll go to this one, and we need to install that that Linux machine. We require 2 VMs for this. I'm audible, right? Right, I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, so here I'm going to create the. Before that, we require to decide that which version we are going to install. So that in our this one data store, if you see that we have the 3 flavors of Linux is ISO is available. One is 9 Oracle Linux 9 U7, or Oracle in Linux 8 U10, and Oracle Linux 10 U1 available. So we are prefer to go with U10 because most of the customer is using this one. Okay. So what we'll do that we are creating that 2 machines. So for this, let me create the machine first. Create new virtual machine, and we'll put that virtual machine name something. Aura 26, or we can put like this way, Aura 26 AI 1. Okay, this one is a machine name, or Aura 26 AI 01 is the machine name. And this one is a Linux one, and this one is a Oracle Linux 8. Oracle Linux 8. Next, we are using this data store. Here the CPU we are putting 4, and that this one minimum is that recommended for this one is 2. 8 GB. So we are going to use 16 GB. Hard disk, let me put 150 gig. And the network adapter, two network adapter is required, one for that public and one for the private one. So we'll add one another, this one we have added. Then we require that CD images. So we have data store 3, we have this ISO, and we are going to take R8 release 8 U10 this image. Okay, then we'll say that next and finish. So this Aura 26 AI and 01 is created. So we'll just start this machine, we'll boot it, and once, so we require to install this one. Then we'll go and say that install. So we are going to just create for the first virtual machine. So we are, I'm using that VMware EXXi is a real server, and we have the vCenter to cloning this machine. So once that will prepare this first node, we'll clone that to another machine. We'll prepare that second node. So there is a few interesting option available in that 26 AI. So in the future session, so might be tomorrow will see that from 19C to how we can upgrade to 26 AI. So tomorrow session will cover that upgrade part. So here we require to select this hard drive. We'll see that custom. So we'll need to select it custom. Okay, done. Then we require to go to LVM, this partition, and we'll create the partitions. So root, we are putting 30 gig. Then we are putting swap. We have taken 16 GB RAM, so we are putting 16 GB swap also. Then we are putting slash boot 1 gig and slash boot EFI 1 gig. And then we are putting slash home 5 gig. And then we are putting we require this that staging area to put our software. I'm taking a stage, and I'm giving 30 gig for this staging area to keep our software there, right? Add mount points, and then we have the rest of the space we are going to use in U01. That is all the remaining space needs to be given to U01. And now we'll say that okay, done. So it's asking for the confirmation. Yes, accept the changes. So this part is completed. Then the software selection we do not bother about much here, but only that we require to install that some system tools and some RPM development tools. That's it. Rest of the things based on your requirement, you can select it, but I do not have required those things. KDump, because it's a POC system, we do not require this one. We can say that no, it's not needed to enable the KDump. KDump actually, whenever that the server is crashed and you have anything, then that this one is covered, that all those relevant traces and logs. So that is creating extra spaces on our servers. So I do not need for this POC servers. So I have not selected that option. I selected the time zone based on that our location. Now that we require to put the here that host name. So for this host, we are using Aura 26 AI01, and the domain we are using goraclab.com. This is our domain name. And here that first one is selected for the public IP addresses. Let me select this one. We'll say that start this one automatically. IPv6, we do not have anything, disable it. IPv4 settings, we require to add this one. So here we are going to take 168.1.201. I'm taking 0, and here 192.168.1.1. And then we are taking add this one. No, this one. And the DNS server, we have the two DNS server. One is we are using for the Active Directories, 100 and comma 192.168.1.1. Okay, save it and enable it. Okay, and check it one more time. DHCP OS releases manual. 6 disable, save it. So, oh, it's taken from the DHCP. You see that some different IP is taken, but we require two. So now it's a 201. Previously, it was taken some different IPs. So for the this one, we require to configure it for the private network. We'll use this one. For this one, we can select disable. We can select IPv4 with manual, and we'll put the IP addresses 10.10.10.201 and 2 and 10.10.10.1. Okay, and say that save it and off. Okay, so we have done this one. Now the next thing is a security policy. Is we do not want any additional securities here, or anyhow that for each and individual servers, we do not require to put that extra layer of security, but all those things will be handled by firewall. So if you are creating multiple different rules on each servers, then it's difficult to manage it also. So user, we can create that user, make this administrator. So tomorrow we'll cover that upgrade option from 19C to 26 AI. So you all are more interested in that grid, this one upgrade, or you are interested more on the databases upgrade?
Read and DB both, if possible.
Okay, because I will show you here that you see that there is a one interesting option available in this installation itself.
The grid upgrade, right? The automation.
No, there is a one option in upgrade part in a different way. So once that this one started, that I will show you.
Okay.
So stop noise. So in between that we have taken the server name. Those server name is not being able not ns. If you we require to register those servers in the AD or DNS, right? So if that will check it, Aura 26 AI 01 dot go rack lab.com. So it's not returning any records, right? Because it's not registered in our corporate DNS, right? So what we require to do that, we require to register it. So let me log into our domain controller. In domain controller, we have this DNS manager. So inside DNS manager, we require to update all those records. So what we'll do that, we'll put here Aura Aura 26 AI 01 is our first node, and the IP addresses we have selected 192.168.1.201. This is our first node. Add host. Then again the next one is Aura 26 AI 02 with the second node, and the IP is 192.168.1.202. Then we have that VIPs. So for that one, Aura 26 AI hyphen VIP and 26 AI 01 VIP. Sorry, Aura 26 AI 01 hyphen VIP. And IP addresses will take it 192.168.1.204. Right? 204. And then Aura 26 AI 02 hyphen VIP, and it's a 192.168.1.205 VIP. Okay. And then we have the cluster name. Cluster name is Aura 26 AI hyphen cluster. Let me put in this way. But cluster, we require to put cluster. No, we require to put take the scan name. So scan name, that how many scan we are going to take it. That 3 IP addresses. So we'll, for the same name, we have the 3 IP addresses. So it's a 207. And then we have same name, and we have 192.168.1.208. Then we have the last one is 192.168.1.209. Add host. And now that we have the private IPs, or if Aura 26 AI 01 hyphen prib. Prib, and it's the 192.168.1. No, it's a 10. Private IP is 10.10.10.201. Add host. Aura 26 AI 02 hyphen prib 10.10.10.202. Okay. Then we have added all those things, and now we can check it from here. So is that NS is returning now? If you check that 2, 3 is not there, 2 is there. 02 is returning. If you check that hyphen scan, it's supposed to return 3 IP addresses. If you check that 01 VIP, you're checking that 02 VIP. If you're checking that 01 preb 02 preb. So it's returning all IP addresses. So we are set here. So let me reboot this one. We need to accept the licenses here. Let me do some. First, we need to check this network. Is everything is looking fine? So here we can go here. We can see that. So here we require to select that exact MAC addresses. Manual is okay, and IPv6 that we require to disable it. Apply it, and here again we can check it here. IPv6 manual, IPv6 disable. Apply. Then we can stop, and we can connect it. This one, we can connect this one. We can see that it's taken 201 is perfectly fine. So we'll close it. This one is okay. Okay, and we have that server name is also okay. So what we'll do that we'll use that our mobile XTerm or any this one any SSH client to connect to this server. So let me connect to this server first. 192.168.1.201. So this one server. So few things we required. So first thing we are going to disable disable firewall services. System CTL disable. CTL disable. Firewall is already disabled. GI, etc, SC Linux, you need to disable it. This one also configure. Here you need to just disable this one also. Disable. Okay. Try to ping google.com. It's pingable, right? systtl status. So firewall is not there, right? So this part is completed. Now the next thing that we required to install, because ID Oracle, if you type it, the Oracle user is not there. So what we require to do, we require to install that 26 AI that prerequisite Oracle package. So we'll use the DNF in OEL 8. We can use the DNF search Oracle. Sorry, I'm talking on mute. 54328 ASM OPER or DBA and group add -G 54329 ASM OPER, and add this groups in the user ID. So user modify append -G ASM admin, ASM DBA, ASM OPER in Oracle user. ID Oracle. So all those things are added here. Okay. Now what is the left here? We have done this one. We have this one. Now we can see that RPM-QA grep Oracle ASM. So we have the two package installed. Oh, package is not installed. So what we'll do the next, we're going to staging directories and we'll copy the software. So we'll copy the software from a staging. So here we have this details. So we are going to copy the DB home. We are going to copy grid home. It's copying here. So both will be copy here. Now we require that ASM live and support package. So we're going to copy from here. We'll go to our this one. Here we have this two package. Oracle ASM support. So all package are copies here. So now we can install this support and lib package. First, you need to install the support DNF local install this package name and -y, and then we require to install the lib. Oracle ASM DNF local install the package name -y. Oracle ASM init to initialize it. Oracle ASM init. So for initialization, we require to run this command and then we'll enable it. So every time once the system is rebooted, this thing will be enabled. So what will do that? System CTL enable Oracle ASM services dot service. Right. And now if you see that Oracle ASM configure, then nothing is configured, we'll configure it. Oracle ASM configure -I. So Oracle user will be going to use this one. So group will use that ASM admin. And Y for this one, Y is okay, Y. So this one is completed, right? We can see that Oracle ASM discover. So right now, no disk, Oracle ASM status. Okay, all those things are looking good. Only we require to so system sysctl status firewall service. I'm checking one more time, but it's not there. Okay, so what we'll do that, we'll just shut down this machine and we'll also require to disable the secure boot that is there on the EXXI servers. So we'll power off this one and go to EXXI, this one. So here, so it's a stop now. So here we can go to action, we can go to edit setting, and there is a one option, VM option. Here you can come down, here is a boot option. So there is a one check is there, whether or not to enable UEFI secure boot for this one. So you can select this one and say save it. That is most important. Now that we require to, we are ready for this machine, we can clone it now. So for cloning, we require to go to here on that we send this one, we just refresh it. So this one we have removed from the inventory. Okay. So this one is our machine. We need to clone it. Clone the virtual machine with the name Aura 26 AI 02. So lab. So it's completed now. Go to here. Just run this virtual machine first and change the host name and all. So power on this machine. And put this one password. So first prepare the networks, go to settings, network, select this first adapter. First adapter is uh, for the public IP addresses, IPv6 disable, IPv4, we have the manual IP addresses 192.168.1.202. 192.168.1.1, and the DNS we have this one 192.168.1.100, 192.168.1.1. These are the two DNS we have. Stop it, start it, and see this is taken the same IP address. Same for the second one. Second one is for private one, IPv6 disable, IPv4 manual, and we have the 10.10.10.202. Okay. So we have given this IP addresses and all. So we'll close this one. We'll open that one terminal here. And here you see that the name is 26AI01, but we require to change the name. So I'm using nmtui. That one command is there. So here you just change the host name. So is 02. And just quit from this session and load the best cell. So you said 26AI02. Ping google.com. See that is connected or not. Is connected, right? Close terminal, and we'll just shut down this machine. So now that we have both machine is ready, now that only things is pending is to attach the shared storage. So we'll selected this first node. We'll go to edit. We'll add. So how many hard disks we are going to add? One is OCR vote, right? One is OCR vote. One for OCR or OCR vote backup, and one for MGMT, and one for so 5 disks we are going to add. Okay, so in this scenario that we are, and this is the like a POC type of environment, so we are not going to use for the normal or high redundancy on ASM. We are going to use external only. So we'll create that standard hard drive. So 5 disks we are supposed to add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me decide the size. So this one is a 10 gig. The other one is also 10 gig for the OCR backup. This one is for MGMT, and this one is for data, and last one is for RICO. So we have the 10, 10, 50, 40, 30, right? So this way we have taken. Now that we require to do, because we are going to use this as a shared disk, so we require to select as a independent persistent for all those disks, multi-writing. So for each disk, we require to change these things. And it's a multi-writing. So it's creating. We need to wait for some more time. So this one also you can check it that is then sorry, check this one that boot option the secure is disabled or not. Here also is disabled. So, almost completed 88%. It's done. Now we need to go to there and need to check that all hard disk path. So not for this one, this one. So its path is ORA 26 AI01 data store 1, and this one is a 1, 2, 3 like that. So we require to just use the same path. We need to go to second VM. We need to edit it. We need to add hard disk, that existing hard disk. So existing hard disk is there in a 26 AI01, and here we have this. First, we are going to add it. So one by one, we require to add. So add hard disk, existing hard drive. We'll select this one. We'll select the second one. Select the second one. Then we require to go add hard disk, existing hard drive. Then we need to add the third one. And then we have the add hard disk, existing hard drive. Then fourth one. So 10, 10, 10, 50, 40, and one is left is 30 gig. So we require to select the last one, 30 gig. Okay, so it's selected, but here also we require to do some changes. So first is independent persistent. Here we need to change it to independent persistent, and sharing option will be visible once you save it and then come back here again. So we need to independent persistent. So here independent persistent, save it. So its reconfiguration will start here. It's done, reconfiguration. Okay, go to edit. And then you can check this one. The first one is not this one. And here we have the options multi-sharing. So just change this to for all this, all hard disk. To multi-sharing here. Multi-sharing. And then go to one multi-sharing. And the last one is also multi-sharing. Save. So this one is done. So we can go here. We'll select the both this machine and we'll power up. Like that. It's already running. Both is already started. We can just go to here and we'll take the session. Root. And another session we can take it. That is 192.168.1.202. Okay, so both machine is ready, right? We can just check it. NS lookup. What is our cluster name? Aura 26 AI hyphen scan is the scan name. So it's returning some IP addresses. If you ping Aura 26 AI02 is pingable, right? So we are good here. Now what we require to do that, we require to log in with Oracle user, or first we need to change that the staging and U01 directories permissions, because we have copied to staging directories and the permission is for root. So what we'll do that, we'll chown -r Oracle, because here we are not using role separation. So for grid and Oracle, we have the same user we are going to use. So we are going to change that permission for U01 and /staging directories. And chmod also -r775 to U01 and staging directories. Right? Now you can see that in a staging that we have that all those permission is already changed. Now LSBLK, if you see that we have this one SDC, D, E, F. We have this 5 partitions, right? So we require to partition it. So we'll use that fdisk utilities dev SDB, and we'll say that new partition, primary partition, first partition. So complete disk we are using and W for saving. So we'll need to perform for all 5 disks. One by one we can take it and we'll do the same thing. And we can see that D, new partition, primary partition, W for saving. E, new partition, primary partition, W for saving. Is an LSBLK. So one more disk, SDF. So we'll use the same F, new partition, and W for saving. Now if you check it, so we have all those disk is already available here. If you go to because we have mounted the same disk on the other node also. So here still is showing this one. because until and unless you will not restart it, it's not showing. Otherwise, we have the command part probe. So once you run it, those partition will be updated. So here you see that this one is showing. Now that Oracle ASM configure, we have already configured it, right? So only that CTL status firewall. Okay, it's not there. Okay, no problem. So what we'll do that, we'll create the label of the disk. So first one we'll using that Oracle ASM, and label we can use that Aura 26 AI underscore ASM. First one is a OCR vote.
So create disk then.
Okay, create disk we have missed. Oracle ASM create disk Aura 26 AI ASM. We can put OCR vote 01, and then we'll take the partition. First one we can take it SDB1. Second one we'll create it OCR backup BKP 01 dev SDC1. Okay. Third one we have taken for MGMT 01 dev SDB1. The fourth one we have taken for data. So data 01 dev SDE1. And last one is for RICO or FRA. RICO 01 dev SDF1. So deck. Yep. Instead of dev, we have put it that deck. F1. Okay. Now you can see that Oracle ASM list disks is showing. Oracle ASM discover. It's not showing, so you run that Oracle ASM scan disk and then check it again. It's showing all 5 disks is showing. Then Oracle ASM status is also showing, right? Go here and do the same thing. Oracle ASM scan disk and Oracle ASM list disks. It's not showing. Oracle ASM discover discover. It's not showing, right? What you will do that and check it again. If it's still not showing, then what you will do that system CTL restart Oracle ASM services. Right now you can check it. Scan it first. Still not showing, then reboot it.
Have we set up that ASM libraries for init?
Yeah, we have already set up. The first node we have set up it, and the same thing we have copied. Na? So that's why it's a copy everything here. But here, yeah, it's a good point that we can run the init again, right?
Yes, we have to run, and we have to also check if lsblk shows the partition here. Otherwise, we have to run part prop, I think.
No, it's running now. We have
Okay.
already covered this one. I think you have missed that one. Because here you see that the part pro we have already fired.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. I missed that. So
No
I
problem.
think, sir, we have to initiate that Oracle ASA. We need to once here.
You started, na? Then it's automatically it's going to take it.
Reboot it. It will go automatically start. Yes. Yeah. That's
Oracle ASM. Discover, if you run it, that is the new things here, Oracle ASM status. So we are good, right? We are good. Now we can take that another session with Oracle user and we'll start with the grid installation. So what we'll do that, here we can take it Oracle user session. Oh, password is not, oh, password we have not set it for user, right? That one we have missed. So password Oracle, we need to set it here with the root user and say same password we'll use it there. And here also in that pass wt Oracle, we need to put some password here. Same password we'll use it here. Okay. And same for this one, we need to take it and duplicate session with a Oracle user. So here is taken automatically. 202 here, 201 here. So we are good. Now that we have U01, here we need to create some directories. First, we can go to staging directory. So here we have the this one software grid home, right? And this one is gold image, and this one is a DB home zip. So what we require to do, we require to create one folder in U01 app. So folder structure we are using in this way. Grid, that is a standard practices we are using this way, and we can extract that grid software there. So unzip this software to -p -d and then put this one. Right, it's completed. Now you can go to the same location and there is a one file, grid setup.sh. Okay. We just require to run it. Okay, so here you see that we have the multiple new options available, right? What we are discussing before. So here you see that the first option is okay, new cluster you are going to deploy. The second one, that Oracle restart external server. Only you want to use the grid as to using the ASM, but you don't want the cluster, the second option. Third option, the upgrade or grid infrastructure. If you have 19C, if you have any other, you want to do this one. This one option is new. We require to explore it. Patch Oracle grid infrastructure. Use zero downtime grid infrastructure patching, or do not upgrade ACFS drivers. So these things was introduced in a 19C, but these options they are given on this one console also, right? So we'll not going to this one first. We first this one will tomorrow we are going to cover these points, right? And there is another option that is software only. Later on, you want to configure the grid infrastructure. So let me proceed. First option.
Now, sir, is it kind of out of place patching? This zero downtime grid patching?
Yes. So for the grid patching, we are always using the out of place patching only, right? Most
Hmm.
of the cases we are using.
Because it requires a minimal downtime, not just switching the home from old to new, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
So, so tomorrow we are going to cover that upgrade part and the patching part also. We'll try to cover that one. So we have that 19C cluster is already ready. With the 19C databases, we'll utilize the same and we can use that one. So here we have that option to required cluster configuration, cluster to manage Oracle RAC databases, manage to generic applications. Like if you remember that we have the domain service cluster, we have the domain database. This one we have the application also in the previous one, but here that is given that in a RAC, either you want to host these RAC databases or you have the applications, and we have the extended cluster. So extended cluster is still here, and that is very interesting option that we have already covered in 19C multiple times. But here also, if that will get the chances, we'll explore it. Extended cluster also might be there is a multiple new things is also there. So right now we are focus area on this one. So we'll select this one, and now it's asking for the local scan name. So in our cases, we have taken the scan name. Cluster name is Aura 26 AI, and the scan is this one, right? Cluster name you can like you can put this way also, cluster, and from here you can just remove the clusters. So anyhow, we don't want to put the cluster. So this is the cluster name, and this is the scan name, and this one is already returning the 3 IP addresses, right? It's returning 3 IP addresses. Even that you can here also ns lookup Oracle Aura 26 AI hyphen scan. So it's returning 3 IP addresses. Means so this one is a requirement for the grid installation. And there is also option use shared scan, configure a new DNS. So we have already discussed these things in 19C. So this option is also there. We'll see that how those things will be changed regarding the configuration and other stuffs like. So now it's asking that because we are running this one grid software for the first node is taken the entry for the first node, and is asking that to provide the other details. So let me add the second one. So Aura 26 AI 02 dot goraclab.com is our domain. Aura 26 AI hyphen VIP goraclab.com. So just here we have missed that 02 VIP. Now you can just check cross verify one more time. Aura I02 VIP is okay. Now that we require to establish the passwordless connectivity between these two nodes with Oracle users. So either we can do the manually or we have this use this wizard also. So we require to just provide that Oracle user password and set up the connections between these two. So it's connected, right? It's connected. So okay, it's completed. Sorry, here it's connected, right? So what is meaning of that? If you want to check or log into the second node or the from second node to first node, you do not require that put the password, right? Suppose I want to check the date on the 26 first node, so it's not required any password. If you want to check anything like a host name for the other node, so it's returning that all those details. And from the vice versa, from other node to here also we do not require any password. So it's established, then we require to go to next. And there is also one very interesting option here. I'll say you can see that in the next screen. You have a very interesting option regarding that. Something is talking about the storage pool, ASM pool things, right? What we are discussing in for the exascale, right? So it's talking about something pool information. So this one is like public one, and for the second one we are using for ASM network or private network, so it's okay. I think is giving something. You see that some warning is giving the selected node do not have connectivity with other node. I think that anyhow either we are not able to stop this firewall. sysctl stop
System CTL.
systemctl.
Yeah.
Systemctl. That's why it's not taking systemctl stop firewall. That's why it's not taking. And disable it. It's blocking the connections. We require to do on both nodes. Systemctl stop firewall services and systemctl disable firewall services. Now you can retry. So you continue. Then it's work because is firewall is blocking that connection. Yeah, it's moved now. So here you see that I say there is a very interesting option here. So we just will read this one. So he's saying that you can place Oracle cluster registry files and voting files on Oracle ASM storage. On a file system, Oracle ASM can be configured on the cluster or can be existing ASM on storage server clusters. So use Oracle Flex ASM for storage. Choose file this option to configure OCR voting names on ASM storage. ASM instance will be configured on the reduced number of cluster nodes. And he's saying that configure a separate disk group for the storing automatic backup of OCR, right? So you remember that in our OCR vote disk, when we selected, the backup is also there, there only, right? And later on, we
Yeah.
can shift it to different one. Now that in installation time itself is, that's why we have created another OCR backup disk group also for this purpose only. We'll just select this option also. And here you see that configure ASM client clusters. So you remember that we have that install that domain service cluster. Then we have that data database clusters and application clusters, right? So there is a one option that in a domain service cluster that we have that we will can attach that all those ASM disk there, and we will use on the database node, or we have the choice that we can the database node we can put the local ASM also, right? So same thing I think talking about here. We need to explore it. We don't know right now, but it's saying the same thing that what we are using there now. We require to create a separate cluster, and we can just attach multiple ASM disk and we'll use it here, right? Something like that. Or we have this one is there previously also. So this one option will check it. Now that is saying that the for OCR voting disk. So to discovery path, you need to provide the connection string. So the best way that you need to Oracle ASM discover. Once you type it, this one is your all those disks will be started with a this one is your disk, right? So you just select this one, or might be required to type it. It's not going to take it. Copy paste you will not work here. So we'll type it ORCL colon Aura 26 AI star, right? And then you can see that all your disks. So first one disk is saying that OCR vote disk. So we require to put OCR vote. That is our disk group name. OCR vote. This one file, right? And it's an external redundancy because we do not have the multiple disk available. But here you see that one thing wrong. Why is taken that MGMT is a 10 and this one is taken 50? Something
Yeah.
that we have used that first one, second one like that only, right?
Yeah.
But he is taken this one, 50 and this one. No issues. We'll see that. Now it's asking that based on your previous selections, because you have selected that, I want that OCR backup on the different disk. That's why asking that another disk group name. So we'll select that this one. And MGMT is name is MGMT, but whatever the name we want to put, we can put it, right? Correct? So we can select this 10 GB one, right? And OCR backup will use for MGMT. Understand it, right? So password, we can put it here, some password. That is not Oracle standard password. Okay, no problem. Here is that another option. Automatic self-correction makes Oracle grid infrastructure resilient against configuration issues found with the cluster by automatically identify and correcting the known misconfiguration as the root user. So here that we have the options to enable it, right? Automatic self-corrections, right? So these things also we require to explore it. What is that automatic self-corrections, right?
So is that means that if we type any command wrong, it will recorrect it?
Yeah, it's meaning of that, but we require to explore it this one with a different scenario or example, right? So these are the few options that on the deployment part on the grid we require to explore it, right? So this one is the one of the good options. So I'm also excited to see that what are the other additional things it will be do that will be reduce at our manual efforts to reconfigure or something, right? So we'll see that this one is very interesting one. This one option that if you have that IPMI and you want to register, so if that cluster is crashed or node is crashed, then it's a gracefully shut down the clusterware software. So these things is for the more suitable for the if that you are installing that uh, Oracle or you have that physical node. But on VM, that this option is does not the, is not matter that much. But if that you have physical node, then this option will be good. If you have that OEM available, then you can directly register in that one. Here that is optional. ASM open if we put it. Then this one is showing here. Okay. So what is option this one is giving? So it's saying that unable to create direct on the following node. I have given the permission to 202 also, right? 02. So I've given this permission to this one or not given. Not given. Okay. Ch own hyphen R Oracle install U01 and stage. Stage is not needed, but okay. chmod hyphen R 7752 U01 and a stage. And then you can say that no, then you can back and you can go again and check it again. Now it's fine. here that if you want to run that root.sh script automatically, let me select this option. If it's failed, then we require to run it manually. So dissolve.conf is okay. This one we require to fix it. So we need to check this one is running or not. ABHI demo. So here we can go and we can say that system CTL status ABAHI dot what is that?
I think it's double A, right?
ABAHI
Oh, we
Daemon spelling might be wrong.
no, it's right.
ABAHI. This is CTL, no? No such file in that. Let me see that. Here we have that option to see this more details. So what is saying that 1021. Daemon is running on node 102. Hmm? What is that? System here.
Sir, it should be a y hyphen daemon, I think, not dot.
Hmm? No, yes, mistaken this one. Then we need to stop it. System CTL stop ABAHI dot daemon.
Hyphen, sir, hyphen.
No, hyphen. This hyphen is there. Oh,
Yes, a y hyphen daemon, not dot.
that's why. Okay, then we can disable it for the permanent. This one. I do not start it after server reboot. It's not going to start. Same thing we need to perform on the other server, other node. Stop it. Disable it. Check the status. It's stopped, right? We can go here. We can say that okay, and just fix and check it again. It's fine. Resolve.conf, we know that because why this message is showing here cat etc resolve.conf. So because this one that 100 is not part of this cluster, right? And this is our domain server, right? AD directory. So that's why we have put it first one. So That's why it's giving that warning. So here also, if you check it, it's saying that this this one is
Progress.
so we can in just answer ignore it, and we'll save this response file.
Safer. Yeah, give it 7 minutes, so it will take 7 minutes when it's saying restart. Oh,
Then you can install it.
you see, this is the problem when a company that is selling books starts selling services like databases and so on. Yes.
Let me mute them on. So let me take another session of root user. Go to cdu01 app 26 grid, and there is one folder is called installed folder. So now that is going to ask, is going to run that root.sh script here. So once it's running, then it's visible here. So it's saying that, can I go to run this script? Yes, please run it. So here you see that this started. Tell -50f. So now it's running fine, right? So cluster where is successfully started here. So it's executed on both node. Oh, great. Oh, it's completed on both nodes. Okay. So what is the status here? A verification utility is failed. So that is normal thing. So here you see that Y is failed. Let me show you why it's failed. Because that why is failed? Log for this one.
Because of resolve.conf integrity, right?
No, that one is for not that reason. It's failed for that this one NFS and this one NTP or this one times this one is required, na external this one for most of the time is failing for that one. But anyhow, that we have the cluster where also we have the CTS services, right? You see that it's failed for the NTP protocol, NTP or this one, right? But the recommended approach to use always this one NTP or crony services for Linux to sync the time or on both node, right? But anyhow, that CTS services is also doing the same thing, right? But good practice is always use the NTP or crony services, right? That's why it's failed, nothing else, right? So it's okay. We know that this reason. We can say that it's keep this one. But one thing interesting here, you see that there is a no option to do the MGMT DB creation, right? There is a no option. In 19C it was mentioned optional. We have the choice, but here that option is also removed, right? This option is also removed, right?
Yeah.
So now you see that the cluster where is installed properly. Let me see that how it look like. So first you need to check that is that etc aura tab is that the ASM entries is not there, right? First, then you require to how you can set the environment. So we require to go to grid, we require to go to bin, and we'll see that CRSCTL check cluster hyphen all. So it's showing that all the on both nodes these things are running fine. Then we have the another option with a CRSCTL status resource hyphen T. So we are using sort stat res hyphen T. Then it's showing that all those details, right? What are the different cluster resources and local resources are running on this server, right? We have the another command to check OLS nodes hyphen T hyphen P hyphen S, right? What is that? Hyphen T is there, right? Hyphen N hyphen S hyphen T. So here you see that both node is node 1 01 is number 1 and 2, but these are the unpinned. Unpinned means that if that you have some reason that the node will be deleted, and if that will be not again join the cluster in next 10-15 days, then this number will be assigned to the next node, right? So this one is not fixed, this number is not fixed for this node. So that's why this cron tab, those entries is not added, right? If you see that in a Aura tab, this one entry is not added for ASM because it's not sure that this one is the node number 1 or 2, right? So here we require to change this thing to pin. How we can do that? CRSCTL pin CSS hyphen N, and then which one we want to pin? Aura 26 AI01. So you pin this one and then you can pin the second node. So what is meaning of that? Check it again. That is showing that So now you can see that cat etc aura tab is still the entry will be not added. So for that you require to restart the cluster once. So CRSCTL stop cluster. Also we have the command -all. So once you fire this command, it will be only going to stop the resources, right? Not that daemons. So for daemons, we require to fire on each node. So this one is only going to stop the resources. What is the resources? That the listener, scan listener, ASM, all are resources, right? Running on the top of the Oracle clusters softwares. So, but still that daemon is running. If you see that CRSCTL stat resources -t-init. So all those daemons will be running. Stat resources -i-init. What is the problem? Status resource
-t should be there, I think.
-t we have put it, no, or t instead of t we have put it I. So this one is there. If you see that ps-ef grep d.bin, then all those daemons are running on both nodes, right? So the stopping the cluster will not stop the daemons. For daemons, we require to log into each server and we need to stop it. Stop CRS. And same on the node 2 also. CRSCTL stop CRS. Okay, we need to go to U01 app 26 AI grid bin, and then you run the same. So till time you are not able to see this entry in Aura tab. Now once you start it, CRSCTL start. So we need to use /CRSCTL start CRS -wait. We require to put it. Otherwise, it will be come out, and every time we require to check that this is started or not. -wait when you are putting. So until and unless all those things will be not started, it's not come out. So and it's also showing the output here on the console also. So here you see that each component is starting same way that is we are stopping, and that is showing all those details. So same way here also is showing that all those details here. Okay, done. If you check it, the CRSCTL check cluster -all. So we have started on node 2. Okay. Then we require to start it CRSCTL start CRS. And -wait we have not put it, then you see that it's come out from here. And again, if you want to check, you require to check multiple times. CRSCTL check cluster -all. So it started, right? Both is started now, right? Now you can see that is that entry is added in Aura tab. Yeah, it's added. See that is added. Same thing if you check in the cat etc Aura tab here. It's added. Yes, it's added, right? So now what I will do now, we need to install the Oracle binaries, right? Right now we have just installed the grid, right? But we require to install the Oracle binaries for database creation. So what we'll do that, we'll go to CD staging directories, and we have the software, right? We have the DB home software, but where we require to create the directory for this one also. So make directory -p U01 app Oracle product duct and 26.1.0 and db home underscore 1. This is the standard directory what Oracle is suggesting. And we can just extract that, unzip this db home to this directory -d and this directories. And only required to do on the node 1. Then go to that directory, and there is a one this one run installer. Just run it. So here we have the option configure a single instance databases or RAC software only. So here we are required to run the setup RAC software only. Here we have option single installation database installation or real application cluster database installation. And then it's showing that the node, because we are using the same user Oracle. So if you want, you can check the connectivities, but it's already passwordless authentication is already done. So you see that it's saying that okay. Click next. Upper is also there, right? So here also we can provide the root password. So there is a multiple things, NDP, this one, that one. So it's okay. So whatever other things is there, like use pages. So what is saying that 201 expected value true, actual value false. Where? So memory is greater than 4 GB, but OS use pages is not enabled. Actually, memory is greater than 4 GB, then use pages is saying that use pages you need to enable it, right? That is the things, but that is warning. It's not failed. It's warning. So we understand that for network NTP also, this one also we know that. We say that ignore it. We know that the reason, and just save that. This one also response file, install it. So it's asking that to. So we'll just allow it is completed, right? So Oracle Home is installed. Now that we require to create the ASM disk, right? So for that, what we'll do that? For this node, we can just come out. We'll take that Oracle session and we'll set that grid ASM1 and we'll run the ASMC. And here we can, in a disk group, can just expand it. And here we can go to and create the new disk group. So we are going to create, first we are going to external one and we are going to create MGMT. And this one is OCI backup is mentioning, but actually is for 50 GB for MGMT. Right.
It did not prompt it. It is not having MGMT database, right? Still, we need to create it.
No, we are going to create it. No? We'll see that one is there or not. But this group, we are going to create it. And then we'll create it. Data, external data. And then we'll create it. Rico. OCR backup. So we have this one. So we'll just close it. Okay, and then go to here, go to cd bin directories and run the dbca. Now we'll see that what are the changes in here in this one. So create a databases, we have that option here and manage pluggable databases, RAC instance management, move a databases. Okay. So we are not able to create any non-CDB databases, right? So from 21C onwards, we have only container databases, right? So here you can see that we have, okay, why that is not working here? Something that RAC one node databases, Oracle Standard Edition HA high ability databases. So something they have given. Drop down is not working, but Oracle Standard Editions HA databases. One node databases and single instance databases. It's a 4 type of databases. Oracle single instance databases, then real application cluster data RAC databases, then Oracle one node databases, and then we have the standard edition HA databases. But once you are selecting this one, single instance databases, then its database management policy is disabled. So let me see that first automatic and what are the management policies here. Okay, it's a rank automatic, right? So we'll see that this one is also interesting, automatic or rank, right? So right now I'm selecting automatic and move further. And these two nodes, I'm going to create one databases. And the databases is ORCL RAC. And global name is ORCL RAC. So here you see that create a container database. There is a no choice to remove this one, right? So we have this option. At least you need to create one PDBs, right? Or you have the choice to create the empty this one. Only you can CDBs, you can create it, and later on you can. So I am just creating one. So So let me take it in a RAC DB. Some different name will take it. RAC DB, RAC DB. And that number of PDBs is a RAC DB PDBs. So RAC PDBs. DB we can remove it, RAC PDBs, and we'll create my three PDBs 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or one we can create it right now. Later on we can create it more. RAC PDBs 1. Or we can say that RAC. Okay, RAC CDB is already there. RAC PDB is okay. RAC PDB is okay, no problem. So here we have the option ASM. I don't know why it's not working. File system and ASM. So ASM we can select it. Data. User manage file system. Next. Enable FRA, enable archives, Rico. It's okay. Next. Folder level security we don't have. So here we can make it around 2 GB. Run cluster verification is okay. Next. So it's giving the warning. It's okay. Why we want to put more? Okay, so this thing is same. Use pages, we can ignore it, or we can check it if that fix and check again is not there. So we need to ignore it. Save the response file and finish it. So let me see that is that database creation timing is also it's creating faster or it's going to the same way. We started at 10:05, so we'll see that how quickly it's going to create. It's taking time. So most of the time is taking in the creating cluster database view, right? So we'll see that will going faster or is still slow. Well, most of the time is taking in the cluster database views. So we'll just see that.
It's completed, sir.
Is created now, right? You are able to see this one is created, right? So actually, so let me see that. Cat etc aura tab. those entries we need to add it, right? So here, if you export Oracle SID, or what will do that? VI etc Aura tab, and we'll copy this location, and we'll go to here. Is a RAC DB1 colon and so Aura env RAC DB1 and SQL plus. Now this one is 2326 AI, right? Right. So I will plan the next session tomorrow regarding upgrade and other discussion. Okay. I'm just stopping now. I need to join another call. Okay. Thank you so much for joining this session. See you again, guys.
Tomorrow same time.
I will update you.
Okay.